engineering with first rank and gold medal. Now he is doing PhD in nanomaterials at Cochin University of Science and Technology in part-time. Mr. Vijayachandran joined in Southern Railway in 1989 and has a rich experience of 32 years in various capacities. He has received various awards in divisional and zonal levels for engineering innovations and meritorious services in railways. Presently, he is working as a senior section engineer in Southern Railway at Bangalore. He has been closely associating with Institution of Engineers for the last 2 decades. He is a former Honorable Secretary of the IEI Kochi Local Center during 2014 and 2016. Now, he is the National Council member of the Institution of Engineers India, Kolkatta, representing the engineers from the state of Kerala for the last 4 years, and also the Honorable Director of the Center for Professional and Academic Development, an academic wing of IEI Kochi. Over to you, sir.
Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
What about my video?
Yes,
is it okay?
Sir, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine, sir.
Okay. Respected principal of MBITS College of Engineering, Dr. Sojan Lal, senior most Professor John Samuel, and my dear faculty members and student members. At the very outset, I would like to wish you all a very happy Engineers Day. September 15 is celebrated every year in the country since the year 1967 as Engineers Day to commemorate the birthday of the legendary engineer, Sir Mochagundam Vishwesvaraya. Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, an eminent Indian engineer and statesman, was born in a remote village of Karnataka called Muddanahalli in Kolhapur district. The Karnataka state, that is incidentally now the high-tech state of the country. Due to his outstanding contribution to the society, Government of India conferred Bharat Ratna on this legend in the year 1955. This year, the 54th Engineers Day will be celebrated all over the country on the theme Engineers for Skill Development and Employment in Combating Poverty. Since the start of 2020, the world has been witnessing a health calamity with uncertain implications. The coronavirus pandemic of COVID-19 wrought havoc, causing immense damage in terms of loss of human lives as well as financial and economical shortfalls. The world witnessed a massive change almost overnight. Countries were forced to impose lockdowns with widespread economic and financial disruptions. The students' community, on the other hand, were amongst those whose lives took an unchangeable turn. The decision is not yet out, but the pain of staying indoors is already playing chaos with the minds of the present generation. The school and college-going sections had shifted from in-class movement to on-screen lectures and activities. The technology and engineering sector have been hit very hard with the virus setting of rising trends in virtually every industry. Although some sectors could be the worst hit, for some it could turn out to be an incredible growth opportunity. Every time there is a crisis or a major problem, there are opportunities that lead to the improvements. We know the history of Japan, cruised up to the top of economically developed nations in the world after the World War, even after facing a crucial crisis in 1945 after bombing in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We also have examples at the beginning of COVID spread. There was initiations from technology side for innovations in rapid diagnostic and vaccine manufacturing. Inventions of a vaccine is a scientist problem, of course, but manufacturing of millions of doses is an engineering challenge. There was more people came from different pace with ideas about producing ventilators, searching how to distribute the things led to more Amazons like companies to start. Identified new platforms similar to Zoom. Of course, there will be a lot of competitors, but will all produce us jobs. We are also learning more about education. So you will see more companies emerging around homeschooling and education. So we could exploit this crisis as our opportunity. Open your eyes and closely watch your society. You can identify so many problems from smaller level to larger level created because of COVID-19, and you can find out the solutions also. One example I want to share with this August forum. The last year at the beginning of COVID spread, all the train services in India was stopped, but transportation of goods and essential commodities were only re-established. Prior to the lockdown, we were facing a lot of insufficiency of line block time for the maintenance of track, which is mainly due to the high frequency of train services. This periodic mechanism maintenance is the very essential activity in connection with the safe running of train. After 1 month from the lockdown, railway planned to restart the preventive maintenance of track because of line is free and literally no train services. And we utilized that circumstances, that the crisis, very effectively. Now in my railway, Southwestern Railway, 80% of the running tracks are elevated to the speed range of 140 km per hour from 90 to 110 km per hour. Another example is one of my friends, you may be knowing Mr. Shaji Jacob. He has so many times came to this college many times in connection with the IA student chapter activities. He had recently started an establishment at Kottamangalam, which is involved in manufacturing of UV lamp based air disinfectant, which is mainly used in air conditioned halls to disinfect the air from viruses and bacteria. And he became very successful in his invention and entrepreneurship. So making the crisis into opportunity become the champion, and which is the need of the hour also. This changed scenario would also decide the choice of careers for engineers and technocrats in the day to come. So considering the job scenario, the question at this crucial moment for every engineering student, whether he or she, an aspiring one or those who are already in the middle of their degree, is what career path should one follow? More precise, what sector would prosper in post-COVID and what skills would come in easy in the future world? To become one successful engineer, you need to know which skills are trending in demand right now and which industry areas are growing at the time. The individuals of today will have to be in sync with the recent technology trends developing at this key point in history. Although the IT sector is still the highest recruiter and would stay one in post-COVID, the jobs arriving in this sector would either lower or re-engineered to fit the changed setup. Automation is going to be the prime factor, as it is not only cost efficient but also does not get adversely hit by working from home. Whether it is the education department, the healthcare sector, the manufacturing industry, or the construction sector, automation concentrating on artificial intelligence, machine learning, data sciences, and the Internet of Things are going to be the chief rulers. We are already have seen the speed and the scale of diagnostic tests for COVID have improved greatly, and engineers have brought artificial intelligence and machine learning, automation and process control to industry development of this diagnostic. Industry 4, the buzzword over the last some years, in fact, has been made feasible due to the blend of cyber physical system, the Internet of Things, and the Internet of Systems. The 5 IT sector job roles that will definitely work in the post-COVID era will be: number 1, cyber security experts; 2, risk analyst; 3, Internet of Thing and Internet of System professionals; 4th, cloud security experts; and 5th, artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists. The sectors which have already acquired or are adopting to digitalize their end-to-end workflow functioning would be at the lead of hiring. This sector needs engineers with a high-end programming skill set, not in any one language, but many programming languages. The work from home idea would feel the need for IT software and hardware products. Internationally, the idea of the home office is setting a challenge for technology and engineering services sectors, especially those which are factually used to work on customer websites or in research labs. To visualize the complete experience is a challenge that is gazing engineers right in the face. This would need some effort, as revolution needs controlled environments to reach desirable research outcomes. One of the biggest conversations happening in human resources management nowadays about how to build a workforce that is agile enough to adapt to the ever-changing world of work. Actually, this has been begun before the COVID-19 pandemic due to the increased automation in workplace and the advent of remote working. While technology changes creates powerful businesses opportunities, it also creates skill gaps, particularly in the manufacturing, healthcare, and the construction industries, where the demand for skilled workers is especially high. How can employers combat these skill gaps while retaining their current workforce? In today's economic climate, it is a business imperative to train current employees to close skill gaps in order to meet the future needs of the organization. Here, the organization can implement the reskilling or upskilling of their workforces with the relevant skilling in an appropriate manner. Upskilling or reskilling is a smaller investment than hiring and training a new worker. As you reskill your employees, you create a more well-rounded, cross-trained workforce and increase your team effectiveness. This will improve the retention of the employee. It will boost the morale of the employee and increase the customer satisfaction and attract the talent. As the industries focus on rebuilding their outlook, work experience, scope, and the mode of hiring, the students also from their side would have to be mentally attentive and will need to level up their skills more quickly than ever before. Students' skill sets to their particular technical know-how should have effective communication written along with the verbal aptitude and attitude. There would always be a need for creative reasoning, design approaches, and problem solving expertise. These skills would be more in need seeing the recent recruitment trends all in virtual manner. I know that the MBITS administration is in right path. They have already started their skilling programs like introduction of 5G network and data transfer training in association with Microsoft. In an outline, the entire engineering fraternity will certainly have to let go of the conventional mindset and think something out of the box. Challenges of life, and those who transform and adapt faster will win the race. I conclude here. Thank you, one and all. Once again, a very happy Engineers Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Has the principal joined?
No.
He will join now. He will join now, sir.
Vijayachandran sir, Professor Manju George, HOD now. Shiny Varghese sir കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് Shiny Varghese madam പോയിട്ട് new HOD. Vijayachandran sir meet ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ? കേൾക്കാമോ Vijayachandran sir?
Sir, stuck ആയിരിക്കുകയാണല്ലോ. Principal sir has joined. Grayson.
Vijayachandran സാറിന്റെ എന്തോ ഒരു ഇത് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്.
So shall we continue?
മറ്റൊന്ന് ശരിയായോ നോക്കിയത്. Vijayachandran സാർ കോണ്ടാക്ട് കിട്ടിയോ? Vijayachandran സാറിന്റെ കോണ്ടാക്ട് കിട്ടിയോ? കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ Vijayachandran സാറ്? എന്തോ സ്റ്റക്ക് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. പോയാ?
Okay, Grayson, please continue with the principal, sir.
Yes, let me once again give a red carpet welcome to our dear Principal Dr. P. Sojan Lal, sculptor of human character and the backbone of our institution, for the presidential address.
A very good afternoon to all of you. And I was in the meeting with Kerala Technical University, so that's why I could not join earlier. Respected dignitaries, Engineer Vijayachandran sir, John Samuel sir, Manchu madam, all the heads of department, deans, respected students, a very good afternoon to all of you. And wishing a very happy Engineers Day today. And you know that the engineering community across India is celebrating Engineers Day on this 15th September every year as a remarkable tribute to the greatest Indian engineer, Bharat Ratna Sri M. Vijayachandran. Few other countries are also celebrating Engineers Day today, and each country may have different day for celebrations. World Federation of Engineering Organization, short form is WFEO, with 30 million engineers from about 100 nations are celebrating this Engineers Day on 4th of March. And you know that we are all from the different branch of engineering, and this gives lots of opportunity for us to have self-development opportunities, interdisciplinary activities, networking opportunities within and through special interest group, collaborative works with the various groups or organizations, self-development initiatives, and as the organization grows up and down, you are become a coach or a mentor. And as a organization, we are exercising corporate social responsibility, a major role in the institution and the national building. And we also support the technology, advancement, research, guidance, and lots of activities are going on this. My humble request to each one of you to play a vital and active role in some of the elements which have been addressed earlier. Thus, it will not only give you a development opportunity for you, but also to contribute for a substantial development opportunities for you as well as for the country or the organization you are associated with. The future of engineering and technology is within the hands of each one of you as a professional, teacher, or as a budding engineer. We have seen many disruptive technologies, and the most disruptive technologies shall be, but not limited to, artificial intelligence, blockchain, 3D printing, virtual reality, augmented reality, IoT, and so on and so on. It has got both good and bad outcomes. Typically, you know that the multifunctionality of the mobile which you are having, the Android mobile, the number of business with no investment on the core infrastructure such as Uber and Ola with no cars, Airbnb with no hotels and resorts, Amazon with no production centers, but supply numerous variety of products. Advancement of online marketing has helped us in this COVID-19 pandemic, but shall be replacing many conventional business. The boundaries and scope of engineers are unlimited, and the sky is the limit. I advise everyone to be a competent engineer with multiple skills. Typically, an automobile industry needs a mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, and instrumentation engineer, along with many specialized professionals. You consider a petroleum industry, IT industry, or any type of industry, all people are working together with the same and sometimes the loose boundaries along with the finance, marketing, HR, and other performance management professionals for making the institution together. I wish you all have a bright career with your significant contribution to the institution and the country. My best wishes and appreciation to you all on a very auspicious day. Wishing you all once again happy on this Engineers Day. And my special thanks and regards to Engineer Vijayachandran sir, who have been constantly been with our MBITS Institute and always a guidance, and he is representing the national body of the Institution of Engineers. Thank you all. Once again, wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Next, let me invite Assistant Professor John Samuel, sir, Coordinator of IE Students Chapter MBITS, for the vote of thanks.
I'm here. Audible, അല്ലേ?
Yes, sir.
വിജയൻ സാറിന്റെ എന്തോ ഒരു കോണ്ടാക്ട് പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ വിളിച്ചു പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരിക്കും ചിലപ്പോൾ. So before starting the vote of thanks, let me tell a few details related to the Institute of Engineering Students chapter. So we started some 2-3 years back the chapter for the 3 branches: civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering. Now 2 batches passed out. So as such, at present, the number of students in the chapter is less. So we could not contact the now the S4 students and S2 students. So those who are hearing, now you will see that we are working as a part of the local center, Cochin Institution of Engineers, Cochin Center. So the importance is, now when you pass, even when you pass out, you will have to enroll any professional body that will be useful for you for getting employment both inside India as well as abroad. So you will be getting a training and by becoming a member of the students chapter. So, so kindly select some 2 or 3 representatives from the S2, S4 batches. Also, there's presently S6 batch becoming S7 now, because earlier that Kiran Chandran, etc., those members of the passed out but were very active. He usually IEA Coaching Center conduct some competitions, etc., and he got some first prize in the design competitions, etc., conducted for different colleges, those who are having student chapters, etc. So it is very useful for all the 3 core branches, especially. It is very useful, especially civil, mechanical, electrical, etc. Now, by enrolling as a student chapter member, you will be getting opportunities for attending all the functions arranged by the Cochin chapter. Now we will also conduct the study tours or visit of the places where activities, construction sites or other activities, that also they will be arranging. That Institute of Engineers Cochin chapter is arranging such facilities are also. Now, soon after coming out from the COVID season, we will be able to arrange such visits also. So, those who are hearing that S2 and S4 students join, the fees required is very less, and we will contact you, and before that you can select 2 or 3 representatives from the classes. Now, another thing is, usually in the Engineers Day, we will, when we conduct in the offline mode, we used to garland the portrait of Vijayachandran. Vijayachandran sir, ഇപ്പോൾ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഇപ്പോൾ കോണ്ടാക്ട് കിട്ടി അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ IEA കൊച്ചിൻ ചാപ്റ്ററിലൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ when we celebrate the function, we will on the portrait we will use to garland and take a pledge, etc. And it's just for the information of the students who are hearing. Now, another thing is the membership I told you. Now, after by becoming a member, you can write such additional qualifications like MIE, FIE, etc., along with the B.Tech. So that is another advantage. Now, our principal is having that FIE. You might have seen the name board, and many other professors are also having professional membership. So in addition to B.Tech, M.Tech, etc., you can add that additional designation by becoming a member. Now, these are all the additional items that you that I have to tell regarding this. So,
sir, the chartered membership also, chartered engineer.
Chartered engineer. So once you pass out, you can practice as a chartered engineer by becoming a member of this Institute of Engineers. So, so many advantages are there. Now, if you want to go outside India, they will ask for the membership of any professional body. So our IEA membership is valid throughout the world. So that advantage also is there. So I told you, this is all the importance of the by becoming first a student member, chapter member, and then after that, once you take B.Tech degree, you can become a professional member of the professional organization also. Now, Engineer Vijayachandran sir was very helpful in formulating that chapters and making it very active last 2 or 3 years. And he also tried his best to arrange some funds for research, some activities also. I hope by being a member of the council, he will help us to provide some funds for carrying out some activities in our college, MBITS. These are all the additional items that I want to tell. Now, entering into my duty, let me express our sincere vote of thanks to Engineer Vijayachandran. In spite of his tight schedule, he only reached from Bangalore yesterday evening, and because he now one more thing is he is arranging IEA Cochin chapter is arranging a grant level Engineers Day function at 7 o'clock. All of you should join that also. That chief guest there is S. Subhas, IAS, MDCL. Presently, he MDCL. He was the former district collector of Ernakulam, and now he is MD Cochin International Airport Limited. So he is making the special speech. It is at 7 o'clock. That link will be put in the site. So kindly join that program also. Now, in spite of his busy schedule, Vijayachandran sir consented our request, and then a short notice request, and he presented a very grand level speech, motivative type speech for all the students. Thank you all. Thank you, Vijayachandran sir, for all the efforts and presenting such a motivative type speech for us. Thank you. Now, next is our principal. He was very he actually initiated the starting of the chapters, and then before the COVID season, he used to arrange a college bus and transport us to including students and almost all important functions of IEA chapter, which were arranged along with his parent institution, that NIT Warangal, and other activities are also arranged. Now, hope that we could, after COVID season, we will be able to arrange such activities further. Now, I express our sincere thanks to Dr. Sojan Lal, principal, for all the initiatives and the talk and the presidential talk. Next is our beloved HOD Manju George. We were in an uncertain stage whether we could arrange the online program properly. Anyway, she took all the initiative, and along with the Basil process, our faculty member, and and he is the backbone of all the online activities of our college. So I express our sincere thanks to Professor Manju George, HOD, and then Basil Eldos and other team who arranged the online activities. Grayson, who is the usual representative from the S6 civil branch, who present the details, etc. properly. All the efforts that she also is taking. Thanks for that. And all the faculty members of all the branches who are attending this, along with all the students, especially the S2, S4, and S7 batches of our college. We will continue such activities, online program afterwards also. So finally, once again, if I missed anybody,
Sir, I put that today's evening in the link and internet. All students copy and paste it in WhatsApp. Same link use it email chat box copy it WhatsApp email story. So you don't need another invitation. So requesting all the students to join before 7 o'clock for this today's evening meeting. So you'll start realizing the advantages and the collaboration
with the engineering field. Various experts are there. They are all members of the IEA Cochin chapter. Now, once again, I express our sincere thanks for the all those participated in the function. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You
Thank
are the one who can create anything with your brains and creativity because you are an engineer. On this beautiful note, we come to an end of this webinar. I once again thank everybody for your coordination and cooperation. Thank you.
Basil, NDL.
Yes, sir.
Okay.